Buffalo Bills may have experienced a lot of changes on their roster this offseason, but they still have a franchise quarterback in Josh Allen, and they're still favored to win the AFC East division title, according to sports betting odds makers. According to FanDuel, Buffalo currently has odds of plus 165 to win the division crown, which makes them slight favorites over the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins, who are both expected to be top challengers for the title. Welcome back to the Bills Bunker. I'm Jake Varco, and with the season quickly approaching, I wanted to make this video a prediction video, as I am predicting that the Buffalo Bills will win their 5th straight AFC East division title in the upcoming 2024 season. It's going to be a season that's full of content. It's going to be an exciting year, so make sure you click subscribe if you haven't yet. Stay tuned for more content coming your way, reaction videos at home games and on the road. There's going to be plenty of exciting stuff happening for this channel, so stay tuned for all that. Click subscribe. Let's discuss why the Buffalo Bills will win the division again. Let's start by taking a look at the New York Jets, who are potentially the biggest challengers to the Buffalo Bills this season. The Jets are definitely improved. They made some significant upgrades to both their offense and their defense this offseason, most notably adding Tyron Smith, Mike Williams, Javon Kinlaw, and Hassan Reddick. These additions made by the Jets make them an interesting team to watch in the upcoming 2024 season, and they should be rejuvenated by the return of Aaron Rodgers, who is set to return from a torn Achilles that he suffered in Week 1 against the Buffalo Bills last year. They're definitely a skilled group, and they finished with a 7-10 record last year with Zach Wilson leading the charge at quarterback. But my biggest concern about this team is their ability, or their inability, to stay healthy. Aaron Rodgers is now on the wrong side of 40 years old, and he's returning from an Achilles injury that will likely affect his mobility, and there's always the chance of a re-aggravated injury. It's not just Rodgers I'm concerned about on the injury front, though. Both Tyron Smith and Mike Williams were big offseason additions for this team, but they've both struggled to stay healthy over the past few years. If the Jets can manage to stay healthy at these major positions, then they might have a pretty good shot at winning the division, because this is a skilled group, but I need them to stay healthy in order to prove it. And that brings us to the Miami Dolphins, who have been competing for the division crown over the past few years, and they've even had late season division leads. However, they always find ways to blow those leads. They find a way to choke in December. They've had what most would consider to be a stranglehold on the division all the way up until the final weeks of the regular season, yet they've blown it on multiple occasions. Miami has a high-flying offense, and they're always a threat to put up some big points on any given Sunday. They have a loaded receiving core, headlined by Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Odell Beckham Jr. But Josh Allen, simply put, he owns this Miami Dolphins franchise. Since entering the league in 2018, Josh Allen has won 11 of 13 games against the Dolphins, and those divisional games mean so much when it comes to seeding at the end of the year. The Dolphins' inability to beat Buffalo has cost them the division title in back-to-back seasons, and until they can prove that they can defeat the Bills in a game that actually matters, I can't pick them to win the AFC East. And then there's that other team in the AFC East. That team is the New England Patriots, a team that once dominated this division with quarterback Tom Brady playing under head coach Bill Belichick. And if you fast forward to 2024, Tom Brady's in retirement, and Bill Belichick is dating a woman that was a baby when he first won the Super Bowl as a head coach. This team has a pretty solid defense, but they lack offensive weapons, and really, this season is just about seeing what they have in some of their younger players, because nobody, and I mean nobody, is expecting them to go on a run and win anything. We'll likely see Jacoby Brissett start at quarterback for a good portion of the year before they make the move to Drake May, because they simply don't want to throw him into the fire and feed him to the wolves, especially at the National Football League level. You have a young, inexperienced quarterback. You don't want to throw him into a bad situation. The Patriots will be interesting to watch with a new head coach and a new young potential franchise quarterback under center, but this is certainly a transitional period for them, and towards the end of the season they'll likely be playing for nothing except for roster spots as they head into the 2025 season. So taking all that into consideration, it seems the Bills should be favored to win the AFC East division in 2024, even with some of the moves that were made by the franchise. The media has seemingly overblown the impact of losing veterans like Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, because this Bills team should be just fine as long as their franchise quarterback Josh Allen is able to stay healthy and he's able to put forward a good effort. This Bills team, they're favored for a reason. I expect them to win the AFC East division title for a 5th straight year, right here. Expect Buffalo to win anywhere from 10 to 12 games en route to their 5th straight division title. If you look at the betting lines for the Buffalo Bills over-under win total, it's set at 10.5 wins, and I see them hitting that over right around the 11 to 12 win mark is my expectation for this team, and that should be good enough to win their 5th straight AFC East division. I believe that they will win their 5th straight AFC East division, and I'm making that prediction right here in this video. So if I'm wrong, come back here at the end of the year and let me know how silly I sound, but hey, that's a risk I'm willing to take because I am confident that as long as Josh Allen stays healthy, as long as the Bills don't get, as long as like something crazy doesn't happen, this team, they're the best team in the division. They should win the AFC East division title for a 5th straight season. Now, what they do beyond that, I couldn't tell you. It's anyone's guess. Your guess is better than mine. Maybe I'll have a prediction about that later in a different video. Stay tuned for that. But in this video, I'm predicting that the Buffalo Bills will win the AFC East division title once again in 2024. I'm locking it in. That's my prediction. I'm Jake Varco. Stay tuned for more content coming away right here on the Bills Bunker. Like I said, every single home game, multiple road games this season I'll be at. Big things in the work for the Bills Bunker. Stay tuned for all that content. If you haven't yet, click subscribe. I want to hear your prediction for a record, and who do you think is going to win the AFC East division title in 2024? Let's hear it in the comment section down below. If you like this video, click like. I'm Jake Varco. This is the Bills Bunker. Go Bills.